Aesthetics summoned the return of Fudensk. As if overnight, Warzone returned to 2020, a nostalgic second season. This point as a living room game can be described as crazy. If you don't connect to the Hokage coin, the enemy's foot part is unclear. From the southeast, northwest, to connect the Hokage coin to the delay, and it is a headache. There are still a bunch of limited days. So I placed an order. The newly designed Samsung Naruto QS9H model has been COD for a while. I would like to share this video. My Samsung QS9H has 3 front speakers, 1 heavy spike speaker and 2 upward speakers. With a subwoofer, it forms a 3.1.2 liter guide. The total power has reached 3.2 million, and the sound is adjusted. The top is separated by a mountain, and the local front is a metal mesh cover. The human body style is simple and beautiful, and the QS9H also stuffed a gyroscope into the tuning speaker. This is indeed the first time I have seen so many Huiyuan coins in my review. This gyroscope is designed for tuning speakers and can be converted. That is, you can not only like other traditional products. Placed under the TV, it can also be rotated 90 degrees. By fixing device, clinging to the wall, it can really free the entire living room from the trouble of wiring. Enhance the aesthetics of the entire living room. The first gun has increased power and reduced size compared to the previous generation. It has a 6.5-inch active unit and an 8-inch passive radiator. First, compared with the previous generation, I personally think the improvement is still obvious. Let's first look at the delay required for FPS gunfights. Hear the stimulation and hit feedback and the type of fight. It needs to be heard to the fist. This is especially important for games that maintain their offensive rhythm. So I measured my 4 commonly used TV audio latency levels. In order to ensure the vertical sound quality, we used Deuce's Edge Elite handles here. Latency tested with a normal handle may be improved. The first is the built-in speakers on the TV. From pressing the handle to fire, to the appearance of the first voice print in the later stage. Subtract the delay of the entire train route. The TV screen shows a latency of about 75 milliseconds. Then connect to the TV Mars coin through the host. The measured latency of connecting to the TV via ERC is about 130 milliseconds. The measured delay of connecting the electric foot headset to the host is about 60 milliseconds. Samsung QS9H HDMI direct connection latency is around 55 milliseconds. Look at it comprehensively. Samsung QS9H has a latency performance through HDMI direct connection that is finally effective. Many audience friends may not have operated it. In fact, HDMI commands are very simple. I take Samsung QS9H as an example of connecting the HDMI on the host side to this HDMI IN port. Then connect the TV to HDMI TV. That is, the ERC port is okay. Latency as a key part. How about the sound experience of playing games with Samsung QS9H? First of all, let's take a look at my favorite FPS game. This Samsung QS9H supports game mode. When I play games through the gaming hub on my Samsung TV, the QS9H optimizes the impact by the type of game I play. Currently supports 5 types of games: FPS games, racing games, festival games, sports games, fighting games. One of the most commonly used is the validation of FPS games. Optimized. In the mysterious call, the optimized audio will reduce the impact of weakening the atmosphere of the battlefield. The enemy's footsteps and shots have been thrown down. The training is very esports. In the war zone, it was like a high and low hand. Building battle opponents. If you open the door from the soles of your feet to enter the iron door, the sound of opening will be especially noticeable. The excellent high-frequency channel will tell me in time. Call down people, run in circles on flat ground so that the enemy's footsteps are very clear in the optimization. This is simply the service of Warzone players. As long as you have played in the Warzone, everyone knows that Sima Dong is sitting like a ghost. The Samsung QS9H's Game Mode Pro solves this problem well. Here I put a record for you to feel. Of course, in addition to FPS games, for example, the recently popular Double Eyes Wonderland is playing fearless. In medieval European towns, hide from giants, the roar of the giants. In the performance of the QS9H, it seems to come from all sides. In the Cypo space, the mechanical, electronic, metal, broken sound effects, with the cooperation of the subwoofer, sweep away the plastic like knocking wine. In the spiritual fantasy space, listening to the quiet BGM, the mysterious and deep atmosphere is quilted. The QS9H that supports 3.1.2 upgrade to render vividly. Sounds immersive romance. But if you pursue the game and immersion when you stand alone, Samsung QS9H space, Adaptive Sound Pro technology can also meet your needs. It can carefully and accurately detect and analyze the size of the space, adjust the sound effect, and optimize the bass to greatly improve the clarity and immersion of the soundstage. In Cyberpunk 2077's night schedule, drag racing opens up space. After Confident Sound Pro, the direction of the epidemic changes in real time with the body turning. The electronic sound effects of the Nihongo King Lantern are distinct at different heights. This is not a listening position. It's a gradual sound. Of course, in addition to the game scene, the movie viewing scene is also a key area of Hoyun Coin. If you are a moviegoer, don't play games much, and if you have a Samsung TV at home, I think you can even do without an HDMI cable. Sci-Fi Shibai uses wireless Dolby boxing sound technology. I felt it with the movie Dune. The first frequency dives to produce the sound of rolling in the sand. Spreads from the soles of the feet to the ear discs. As if in the desert singing. The orientation of the sandworm's roar is clearer when stretched longitudinally. Ceiling channel effect enhanced. Like a behemoth, passing overhead, the immersion is great. Here I put a human head. Microphone record. You can feel it. Q Xiangyue also suited him. It is equivalent to growing the TV as a central position. The TV I use is old 75F. It itself has 10 speakers to make up 4.2.2 or something. After connecting the member functions through Q, there are some concerts, opera clubs and the like will be particularly cool. Let's play a Taylor Swift era concert. Dolby World Edition. You can feel it. BYBWD6. Friends who usually like to watch TV series have a strong influence on the roll mode. Switch to AI Adaptive Select AI mode on the TV's operation page. This is the charm of Samsung's FamilyMart bucket ecology. For TV series or movies with more dialogue characters, the dialogue will be clearer. It will also sound better textured. Okay, this is almost the end of this video. Let's summarize briefly. Samsung QS90H as Samsung's newly designed Echo Coin product. On the one hand, the convertible design can provide more options for the living room layout. On the other hand, low latency, sound and chemical synchronization AI customized sound effects, but also for the game Party Movie Party Concert. Party TV Series Party provides quite excellent customization agents. The focus of the sound solution is to go to Samsung to influence JD.com's self-operated flagship store. You can enjoy national subsidies which can be made at a price of just over 4,000. TV sound effects are a leap forward across the board, and the price is right. Mild fever that wants to get started with Echo Coin. Okay, this is the end of this video. Don't forget to pay attention to the triple in a row. See you in the next video. Goodbye.